Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 3, or as it's also known, A New Frontier. And we are now trying to, with the help of a bulldozer, me and Kate are trying to save Richmond, or at least the innocent people in there, by some sort of Superman way. So, okay, dudes with horses, that's actually not a bad idea to have.
Can you help us get the gate open?
Oh,
Didn't recognize you,
Jesus,
it's contact with my people, I headed right back.
It's Garrus.
Make sure you folks were safe.
Garrus.
I'm getting the hang of this.
We'll keep the muertos away. Just get me to the gate so I can open it up.
I almost forgot about Garrus. Okay, QTE time.
We're almost there. Hobby, get in the basket and I'll lift you to the top of the gate.
Awesome.
The thing in the front, the scooper thing, whatever.
Scooper thing, absolutely. Let's get in the scooper thing with the QTE. Come on, it's not that hard. You've survived for years in this world. Come on now. Come on now. There you go.
Yuck.
Who cares?
The
Go.
basket.
Right. Yeah, busket.
Nice of you folks to drop by.
Nice to see you too, Garrus. Okay. Well. There we are. Get up there. Do I need to...
I'll have it open in a second.
I'm actually glad I cut it off at the point I did, because I still don't have a control to, like, have a moment to stop, you know? It would never have stopped. Okay.
Okay, never pull that lever again, Javier.
Okay, so if orange is reset, traverse forward, traverse backward.
Ah, shit.
Are you trying to attract even more walkers?
Sorry.
No,
Okay,
definitely not.
come on, it's gonna be the last one, isn't it? Oh, okay. Second to last. On my second to last try.
and wrangle the walkers together. If we get them in one group, we can lead them right out.
That is a handy set of knights you have there, Garrus. Huh. Well, I indeed didn't. Oh, and I had to stop at that point because I saw I was pushing to 1 hour, and I also see the achievements popping up on my PC, and then I saw the 3 out of 6, and I was like, okay, that has to be the halfway point-ish, so I got to stop there, you know. But there you go. I feel like it was the right thing to do, because this stuff, that's good to start with. Okay, what?
Full steam ahead.
Right, we plow over that. That is a quiet AK, man. A really quiet AK. I'm telling you, I mean... I think it should be a bit louder. Maybe. I'm not gonna, you know... Don't quote me on that, but man, it seems quiet. Also, why did you have a QTE to shoot in the wrong place? You know, the hand. And then the head. Okay. Well, that's sure.
They're piling up on the thing. The basket.
Well, put it. Okay.
Shit, I'm empty.
Here, take over.
Oh, she had one of her own. I didn't even realize that.
Let's plug the breach with the damn truck.
Okay, push forward. Do I turn left or right? Apparently I don't.
Here we go.
Okay, QTEs to control the truck, sure. Or the bulldozer, whatever this is. I could... whatever. It's not really a bulldozer. It's kind of a you know. It's a worker vehicle, let's say. I really am blanking on the correct word here.
Fingers crossed.
Those indeed. Well, I mean, it's already predetermined because, you know, it's a Telltale game, but, you know. Nonetheless, crossed like something very crossed. Right.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
And surprise walker in 3, 2...
Jesus, over here. We need to round up these walkers. Head them towards the gate.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I thought we were coming back to, well, not to this.
That's true.
It's just a little surprising. That's all.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, we've had some difficulties.
Certainly one way to put it.
Javi, look! It's Clem!
Oh! Is David...
No, he's fine. He's just banged up.
What happened, Clem?
Their car got overrun with walkers and crashed. I was barely able to save Gabe.
What
Oh,
about David?
is...
David's dead.
Oh. Considering everything, I don't...
Glad you found Gabe in time. Thank you.
Thanks for...
Thank you for saving Gabe. I don't know what I'd do if I lost him too.
Of course.
Well, we only lost him because we let him
I got
go,
here, it
and,
looked like
you know...
David had turned. And that Gabe had to stop him.
Oh God. Gabe. It's horrible.
Did it like a man, you did? Or did he
My dad.
turn?
I know, buddy. He's gone.
He didn't turn, did he?
He wanted me
Oh.
to tell you.
Okay.
Take care of each other.
Oh, you mean Kate?
find them?
That's
A little
odd.
ways outside of town, not too far.
Hmm.
Can you take Gabe somewhere safe?
Well, I mean, not odd, but I mean,
Sure.
surprising a bit.
Come on, Javi.
But yeah, I have a problem a bit. I'll get
Where are
back
we
to
going?
that.
A funeral.
Okay. I'll, you know, gather up some thoughts at the end when we reach the end. But I got a couple of story issues, especially when it comes to the relationship I have or actually don't have with Kate here. That's kind of weird. How David reacted the way he did, while I did nothing. That I made it a point to do nothing, and it didn't matter. It's just, ugh, come on. Nothing to advance with Kate, you know. Because spoken for at that point, not anymore, I suppose, but still. Okay. So they really didn't get far then. Ooh, that's him. I recognize that set of clothes.
Oh my God.
Yep, super turned.
Poor David.
Well, I mean that and then dead. But
Poor Gabe. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Poor Gabe. He shouldn't have had to suffer that.
Yeah. He talked about this every day. What to do when he died.
Wait, he talked about what to do to David when he... Wait,
was
what?
Convinced it would happen in the field. Every
Oh,
day.
oh,
As
oh.
common as talking about the weather.
Not surprising. He was a soldier.
Oh,
He said
okay,
he'd
I got that
talk
wrong.
About it, but it seemed to soothe him. He'd talk about his military funeral the way that other people talked about retirement plans.
Hmm.
He'd only change the subject if I promised I'd bury these.
Dog
He didn't
tags?
care
Dog
about
tags.
burying his body. As far as he was concerned, this was him.
That's pretty...
Help me
I don't
dig.
know.
It doesn't have to be much.
I guess everyone has their purpose. You know. But that's a very concise way of thinking about your life, man. Not saying it's wrong technically, but still, very concise. And maybe not the
We
way
should probably say
everyone
something.
would.
That's what you do.
Stay gone this time.
When you see Pa,
No, I can't.
and I'm sorry for not paying him back that 10 bucks. Do you want to say something?
Apparently
Let's
no.
go.
Or maybe she whispered, I don't know. Okay, so next up we still need to kill Joe. Oh, gave the... Okay. Well, I mean, that's a good gesture. I mean, it's... You know, diamonds and such are pretty worthless in the apocalypse anyway, and it's an emotionally valuable. 3 days later, where's Joan? We need to kill Joan, man. We super need to kill Joan. She's a danger to everything that moves, man. And lives. That's a picture of Trip, and... I think that's Conrad on the... Oh, come on. Is that the daughter? It's really hard to say. A memory wall. Alright. Okay. But still, I mean, we still gotta face off against Joan, right? And yeah, Trip. If you didn't see the last episode, Trip indeed died a couple of videos back.
It was his
But he was in the
fault.
last episode, just walking around
If
like.
you regret helping me, if you're feeling any guilt, bury it. I mean it. Don't let it eat you up inside.
Sure, whatever.
We need to move on. Move forward.
We do. And we will.
By killing Joan. She's gonna come out of the woodwork or something. Right?
So, is Richmond everything you thought it would be?
A place of
Not yet.
murderers?
I'm staying here until it is, though. It's not safe out there. Or in here.
Well, that's
Pretty
true.
sure I can fix one of those.
Oh, that... I don't
I'm
know
not
if you
saying
can.
I want it to be this way forever, but I want you to keep your distance.
Sure. We didn't work out, man,
Not
because...
forever, but for a little while.
Really? Can we not be friends?
Friends, yes.
Not
That's...
yet, Javi.
Okay, sure.
I need you to understand that.
Friends is good. Yes,
we can
that's...
work together to stay safe, but that's it. For now.
With pleasure. Yeah. Good.
I don't hate you, but I hate knowing what our future could have been.
Well, that's the thing. I just don't go, banging away with the woman who happens to be married to my brother. That's... Even if, the brother is David. But that's still... I'm RPing the morale here. That's just not the way I roll, man. I don't wanna. And I know now David's dead. That's true. But that's still... I mean... That changes this scenario now. Yes, it does. Kinda. If there would be an actual feeling that one would, get and all that. But, that's fine now. I'm fine with this. That's all good. Less drama for all I'm concerned.
Heading out?
Yes, indeed. We came here to put an end to the raiding. Looks like that's been done. Glad we got it settled.
You came with you came with swords.
I gotta admit, man, you're a fucking badass.
You're a real charmer. You know that through and through.
Meant to tell you, that armor you got is great.
Oh. Well, thanks. It gets the job done.
Why are
I
you
was
so...
worried about you, Javi. About who you are inside. You helped save these people, though. That goes a long way for me. Second chances are in short supply these days. That's what this place can be if you let it.
That's a
Trust me,
really
though,
forward
life within
thrusting
walls is a hell
horse
of a
he
lot
has.
different than life on the road.
Like
Don't take
leans
shortcuts
forward
like
like
Joe.
all.
You gotta do the right thing. Always. Good days, and especially bad.
Sure.
Absolutely. The right thing. No matter what.
Good to hear. I read
Oh.
people pretty well. Little gift of mine. You're a capable guy, Javi. Change is in the air here. You can lead that change, and I think you should.
Oh.
For the better. God knows this town could use it.
Sure.
You know what?
I'm a
gonna step up,
protagonist, you see. Haha.
lead this place in the right direction.
Then as far as I'm concerned, Richmond's in much better hands than it was.
Hey, Jesus?
Hi, Jesus.
Gabe.
Hey, Gabe.
Thanks for, you know, not letting me get killed, and for coming back to help us.
Yeah. Thanks for that, man.
Pay it forward. Be vigilant. Trouble never stays too far away.
My question is, you came here to stop the raids with swords, while these people have both a wall and assault rifles. Like, what was your plan? You have swords against assault rifles behind a
You're
wall.
alive.
Ha 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 ha
Don't
ha.
remind me.
Ha ha ha
I'm
ha
not
ha.
gonna say thank you for keeping me alive. But
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
should.
try and find something out there that might make me say thank you. Someday.
So where's AJ?
That makes me happy.
Tell me. Where?
You know Clem won't rest until she finds AJ. Where is he? Please, man. For her sake.
He's at McCarroll Ranch. It's not too far from here. That's where we left him, at least.
Thank you. Good luck out there, Doctor.
No, I feel good about that because, man, I
You're outta here too, huh?
was never gonna kill that
Yeah.
man.
It's time. I have to find AJ, Javi.
I get it.
I've
That's
waited
fine.
so long.
I know.
But could you do me one last favor before I leave?
I'm listening, but actually, I don't know what that could be. But seriously, Joan, there's gotta be a showdown again. And man, that frame rate, come on, come on. There we are.
I used to do this for my niece.
Oh,
That's nice of you.
She thought I was terrible at it.
Were
That's
you?
really nice.
None of your business.
I'm really gonna miss Gabe. I mean, he's super annoying sometimes, but I've gotten used to having him around.
You can visit back.
At least to have someone to talk to, even if he is a total dork.
Not that he said anything to me in particular, but you know the guy's got a Mondo crush on you, right?
He does not.
Oh my gosh, you have a crush on him too.
I do not.
Well, you both have my blessing.
I'm gonna stab you with those scissors. I have to see AJ, Javi.
I
I
know.
have to see that he's okay.
I get it. That's fine.
Do you think he remembers me?
Maybe.
At least a little?
Who could forget you, Clem? No one who knew you, I guarantee it.
I mean, he is too little, I know, but you know,
Maybe.
you gotta say the easygoing thing here.
Everyone told us he was better off. After everything that's happened, I'm starting to think they're right. I don't know if I was a good mom or not.
You did what you could, like
can't stop
literally
thinking about it.
everything. And
I really wish I could.
and more than that.
Did you love him?
With all of my heart.
And of course you were.
There you go.
Gabe told me you used to play baseball.
Yep,
I did. I loved it.
He told me you fucked it all up too.
that's true.
Yep. Sure did.
Well, you survived,
I had to.
but you loved it. How do you survive that? How? If you really loved it, how?
You get back out there and find something better.
That's
There
true.
may not be something better out there.
You won't know until you step outside.
There probably is, considering the fact that indeed the human brain kind of finds new things to get interested and, you know, create emotions for over the years. At least Better looks good. Better, that's a stylish haircut, man.
You know what? I'll
Lady?
grab your hat. I remember this team. Your dad ever teach you about baseball?
No, not really.
Well, you come back, and I'll tell you all about it.
It's a deal.
Do come back, though. Gabe will miss you.
I bring AJ back with me. Will you teach him too?
Sure thing. Bring him back, but... Okay, how young is the kid? Oh boy. So, can you bring him back if you don't need to, you know, do violence or other kinds of forcible things to the people he's with or to him? He might not want to, but I can't tell you to leave him be, because that's neither of the... Okay, only the Sith deal in absolutes, you see. Do the middle ground, go see him, see what the situation is, see if, you know, he still imprints on you or likes you or whatever, see what the people he's with is, and just talk to them and just see what happens. And bring back if it's okay with, you know, all parties involved. But sure. But to say the point on finding better, yeah, so the human brain will eventually find new stuff to get interested in and get emotions for, but of course the loss will probably always follow the person, but it doesn't technically define you completely. It does change you and mold you, yes, but you'll still see happiness in the world after loss, I find. That's what I, you know, think. But, you know, with new stuff. And it's pretty irrelevant if it's better, it's just if you're happier than not happy.
Bring him back.
If you don't kill people doing it, is the point. I mean, I trust you mostly, but still, just careful with that. But really, do we not get to fight Joan? I mean, I have no clue how long this will go still. But there's gotta be a Joan fight. There has to be, right? I'm seriously waiting for Joan to just, you know, shoot a bullet through Clementine's head and just bloom, oops. As a final gut punch or something, because goddamn. She's the main antagonist, for fuck's sake. We didn't get to do any kind of fighting against her. Which is unusual. Very unusual. That's it. I don't know. So that Let me process this. So it's okay, so technically I guess one doesn't have to in every single story and such, you know, meet and square off against the main antagonist of that scenario. If we're thinking in a realistic terms, it doesn't always happen in life either. So if it's trying to be a, you know, a kind of a slice of life type of a realistic-ish story, that, I mean, that could then mean that you don't meet the antagonist at the end and everyone just lives their lives on and whatever happens happens. I guess that's technically true, but wow, that's still kind of surprising to me. We literally just let the antagonist go. We didn't see what happened to her, and that's that then. Although, of course, I don't know if this has multiple endings, you know? Because Walking Dead Season 2 had something like 2, 3, maybe even four-ish, 3 or 4, I think, somewhere around there. Maybe even more, but that's the area we're working with. So I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's an odd thing if that's the only way it can go. And I don't know if it is, but it probably isn't, to be honest. But then again, Telltale does have a bit of a many of their games only have one ending, so I don't. But so yeah, that's. Your experience with David was heartfelt. You accepted David's hand after he punched you on the night your father died. You supported David's plan to meet at his house in Richmond. In his time of need, you distanced yourself from David. Oh, come on. Gabe had to brain his own father after David turned. Okay, so Gabe, so for example, Gabe probably doesn't always go with David, and then that doesn't happen. That's fair. So at least in some ways different it can go, at least, but it never feels like it these days is really the problem. I'm gonna maybe do a vlog or something on an overall Telltale thing, because there's some things they might need to reconsider about the formula here. But before I go to the next screen, I want to talk about the relationship here with Kate. So it ended the way I kind of felt like it should, with, I rejected her because I felt like it was the right thing to do, and therefore she didn't want to be with me anymore. That's normal, I guess, although, we could be still, on normal speaking terms, because, I mean, life happens. Sometimes you just can't start a relationship and you need to just, that's a bummer, but how about we survive in the city still? Let's be normal-ish. I mean, it's gonna feel awkward a bit, sure, but come on. This is not the world for drama like that, God. But yeah, so I have a problem with the fact that David really lost it against me and started punching me in the face with a wrench and everything because of my relationship with Kate, even though I, at every turn of the game, rejected her. That is a very solid choice I made, which never mattered at all. That's really bullshit to me. Well, it didn't matter in relation to Gabe. Your experience with Kate was distant. You were relieved to see Kate alive in the junkyard. You rejected Kate's plan to leave Richmond, ending things once and for all. You rejected Kate. You asked Kate if you could try to be friends, but she wasn't ready yet. There we are. That's my point. I feel like I got punished for having a relationship, even though I very simply did not. End of story. That writing didn't fit what I did, is the problem there. I was like, nah. With Gabe was safety first. You upset Gabe by not staying in the trailer for the night. You told Gabe the truth about his neighborhood friend. You helped Kate save Richmond before going after Gabe. Because Gabe wanted to make a choice, and I let him make a choice like a man. That's what Gabe wanted. I'm like, yep, go for it. And also because I stopped caring about Gabe right at the moment when he was kind of the reason the group fell apart in Richmond. Because he had to start, throwing words around about me shooting Conrad, which I still say, I feel like that was already not much of a secret. We had to leave him behind. He lost it. I mean, that's pretty much we had to kill him, I don't know. Your New Frontier story. You reassured Tripp by promising you wouldn't cause trouble in Prescott. Then you went to the junkyard with Tripp. Finally, you picked Tripp to live, but Joan shot him to teach you a lesson. So Tripp's dead, yeah. Even though we saw him alive for a brief second, but, Telltale games. Eleanor. You left Eleanor at Prescott when you went to the junkyard. Then Eleanor leaked your plan to incite resistance against Joan. Ultimately, you did not forgive Eleanor for her betrayal, which I shouldn't, because then technically it's kind of on her that Tripp is dead. Because of her betrayal, they caught Tripp and everyone and shot him. So, that's a little much to just, give. Clementine declined Ava's offer to meet with the New Frontier. Then Ava helped you get into the armory because you showed solidarity with David. In the end, despite your not picking her to live, Ava died saving you on the overpass. Aww. So can Ava live then, is my question. That's interesting. That suggests, yeah, but I couldn't do anything about that, man. That might be a trick, but I don't know. Never trust the illusion that there was a choice, because in Telltale games, 99% of the choices mean nothing. Lingard will remember that. No, he won't. They won't. They don't. They really don't. It's like a one throwaway line, maybe, and no, they don't remember shit. But, Lingard. Clementine heeded Lingard's medical advice regarding AJ. Then you refused to give Lingard a lethal injection. After the chaos, Lingard told you where AJ is located, or at least was. Conrad. You coached Francine through Conrad's poker game. Then, when Gabe threatened Conrad, you convinced your nephew to lower his gun. Later, you shot Conrad in the tunnel after he threatened Gabe's life. I mean, I gotta, man. Jesus, or Garrus. When you met him, you trusted Jesus and didn't bind his hands. Then you promised Jesus to always do the right thing in helping Richmond survive. Lastly, you promised Jesus you would help lead Richmond, which, sure. I mean, that's the end, so whatever. Joan. You kept your mouth shut when Joan baited you about Mariana's death. Then you brought Max to expose Joan to the Richmond Council. Currently, Joan's whereabouts are unknown. I do wonder if she can be killed in one sort of permutation of the story, but I don't trust that. If you'll say that she can, I'll believe you, but I don't trust the choices in these games anymore. I've played through many of them. They are always, or almost always, so meaningless, almost all of them. Clint. Clint kicked you out of Richmond for stealing gas. Then you took Clint's deal and spared Joan's life. Oh, that's where it is then. If I don't take Clint's deal, then Joan may be... Okay. Finally, David shot Clint on stage after you agreed to Clint's deal. Right, of course. Refresh to download the latest choices. But I mean... Yeah, sure. That's it then. Oh, an epilogue or something. With Clementine going and hitting walkers in the face with a knife like she does. That is the Clementine way of surviving in the world. So does she find the ranch or whatever she was supposed to go to? That's the overpass and the gas station or whatever we were in episode 2, 3. And I don't know, shooting is risky. That causes more walkers to come, and I think she knows that though. I'm sure she knows that.
Find you, AJ.
I'll believe you. Let's go find AJ, and Clementine's story will continue. I believe you. In the next season, I would have to imagine. And again, they give an ad for a thing I already own. Come on, you could check that I already have that. But yeah, and I really hope that the music in the background isn't copyrighted. That would be a bummer. So I don't know. I really hope I don't need to splice this up in any way. But that is it then. Okay. Well, so that was a pretty good episode in the sense that there was a lot of interesting things happened, even though I didn't agree with a lot of the story ways it went. But there is a kind of a I might do a vlog on this, but does anyone else feel that it's kind of this formula has kind of been done now? I mean, can we now do something different finally? Since Walking Dead Season 1, they've been churning out the same formula of stuff, which still doesn't work, mind you. There was Trip just walking around everywhere, and I don't know how well it comes through in the video, but considering that it's not supposed to be a very heavyweight game on a current gen console, mind you, it's still the frame rate in a lot of spots just drops to just unacceptable weight. It's so uneven, it's ridiculous. Still, after so many games, and with the backpack glitch at the episode 3, it's so glitchy that it's really coding is hard. I know, but at some point you gotta learn to use your engine so that shit doesn't always happen. And I hear people had horrible problems with this. Like, a lot of people could not play the episode like 3 or 4 or something for a good long time. So, like, and I mean a lot of people, like pages upon pages of forum posts and such. So, and yeah, the story does a lot of like weird logic things which I just don't agree with, and it really feels like the story didn't really adjust to the fact that I didn't, have a relationship with Kate. Because David had, ergo, no reason to just go ballistic on me. Really not. I mean, even with his hot-headedness, that was a bullshit reason to start just punching, but come on. But still, it's had good moments. There were moments where I felt something, where I was surprised, where I was like, the shooting in the face of the little girl. I was like, whoa, that's yikes. And all that, but it is kind of like, especially after playing, the Game of Thrones stuff, all that, where choices are absolutely meaningless, and they even sometimes just change a choice, against your will in between episodes. Sometimes I've had that happen in Game of Thrones. That was whoa. But it's kind of, even if the choices matter, we've reached a point where you don't trust the fact that it matters. We've seen so many games of just meaningless choices from Telltale. I'm not saying this is one of them. I don't know for a fact, that's the thing, but we've seen them so much that we don't trust the choices anymore. I don't think there's ever a choice to do anything anymore. It's like, for me, I think it's like whatever X, and just the thing is forced upon me anyway, like the domino thing. There's a choice of put this domino or this domino, and considering the piece David had, I lose both ways. Because he had a 2 and 1, while I had a 5-2 and 5-1, which means I lose both ways, because he has the piece to fit either ends there, or the either of the 1 or 2 end, which is going to be the the next move. So meaningless choice, and that's the feeling I get from everything, and I feel like I'm not alone on that, and that's the problem with these. And people have just seen I don't think a lot of people anymore want to see a game of this type where, Clem will remember that in the corner. We've seen that too many times. The formula is so bland that it hurts the storytelling. You don't believe the story. You don't believe anything is on the line, because you've seen this so many times already. You need to change the entire structure of this and get rid of the remember that texts and this game will adapt to your choices text, and just let it be what it is, without trying to punch home the notion that, well, now he'll remember that and this adapts to your things. Just let it be what it is, and it's then stronger for it, and make them work. That's like the main, make them work. Again, this didn't. It's not the worst case I've had. The Borderlands game crashed on me like fucking 4 times or something. It's bullshit. But it still didn't work. It had the backpack glitch and everything, but it's an uneven feeling to end this, but at least we're done here, and I do hope you've enjoyed this. And I don't know what I'll be playing next. I'm always taking, suggestions, and I do hope you've enjoyed this, because that's still the reason I do this. That maybe someone, somewhere, finds this stuff that I do for a hobby, this video, this something to be either interesting or funny to laugh at me because I don't know what to do or what I'm doing, or because I'm just something to laugh at or whatever. But the feeling that someone might be a tiny bit entertained is the fuel that keeps me going to do this. So if you have enjoyed this, please do drop a like or a comment, or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really, really help, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time in the next game.